Social Security is on the brink of making history in several exciting ways today, and that's precisely what we'll be exploring. There's a new trend emerging that's leading to increased payments, which is fantastic news. I'll break it all down for you in just a moment. Additionally, I want to provide you with an update on the anticipated $4,000 boost proposed by President Trump, and explain why there's a boost instead of a tax cut or elimination for Social Security benefits. There's a lot to cover, and we're observing a fascinating trend that we must grasp to understand what the future holds. I'll explain everything shortly and hopefully make it clear for you. Meanwhile, if you enjoy these daily updates, please take a second to hit that like button. Now let's dive in. Music. The year 2025 has been nothing short of extraordinary, and we're not even halfway through yet. The landscape is bustling with new ideas and possible changes, not just for Social Security, but across the entire U.S. economy. Today we're going to delve into that, but first let me show you something interesting. Check this out. Social Security recipients were hoping for a tax break. They're unlikely to get one. Here's why. This article was published just a few days ago. I've been saying for a while now that President Trump had an intriguing proposal, eliminating federal income taxes on all Social Security benefits. Let me read this to you. Look here. President Trump stated, "Seniors should not pay taxes on Social Security, and they won't." The article continues to explain that while a provision to eliminate these taxes isn't included in President Trump's domestic policy bill passed after an intense overnight session, this bill now moves to the Senate, where some Republicans have already expressed opposition. This legislation, spanning over 1,000 pages with a 42-page amendment, aims to make President Trump's 2017 tax cuts permanent while introducing several temporary reductions. Here's the crux. The exclusion of Social Security tax cuts boils down to a prohibition against amending retirement programs via the reconciliation process, commonly known as the Byrd Rule. We've discussed this extensively during the Biden and first Trump administrations, but I want to revisit it with you. According to the Byrd Rule, there's a limitation on what can be included in reconciliation bills, which is why we're focused on enhanced deductions for seniors rather than the elimination of tax benefits. It states here that instead of scrapping taxes on Social Security benefits, the House introduces a new tax break for seniors, offering an extra $4,000 deduction for filers aged 65 and older. This enhanced deduction for seniors is available to both itemizers and those taking the standard deduction, potentially lowering taxes for around 56 million seniors across the U.S. This is why we don't see an outright elimination of taxes on Social Security benefits. It would violate the Byrd Rule. Even if it were included, it wouldn't reach the House for a vote due to this reason. Additionally, some argue that the $4,000 deduction, while not the primary reason, benefits those of lower income, particularly seniors, the very people who would benefit the most. On the other hand, many Social Security recipients don't file taxes, so they wouldn't benefit from tax eliminations. Now let's move on to the next topic. Here's a situation worth noting. Social Security uncertainty and policy changes are leading more people to file, which is becoming an issue. While we want people to file and claim their Social Security benefits, it's what it's there for. The increasing number of early filings is due to concerns about its future availability. Some fear Social Security might not be around in 10 years, prompting them to claim benefits now. I understand the logic. People are taking steps to safeguard their finances amid uncertainty, setting aside what they can for a potentially unknown future. Now here's the big news. Social Security is set to make history next week. With the onset of June, significant changes are on the horizon due to the rise in early claims. This in turn is increasing the average benefit amount. Let's delve into some remarkable facts. Based on analysis from the Center for Budget and Policy Priorities, Social Security was responsible for pulling 22 million people out of poverty in 2023, more than any other social program. Nearly 3/4 of these individuals are aged 65 and above. This is significant progress toward alleviating poverty. Yet there's something unprecedented set to happen. Despite Social Security's 80 to 90-year history, something new is on the horizon. Let me show you. In addition to detailing the number of beneficiaries who received payments, Social Security's monthly snapshot offers the average monthly benefit for each category. Across all beneficiaries, the average payout in April was $118.55, However, the average monthly benefit for retired workers is on the cusp of making history. Last month, retired worker beneficiaries received an average check of $1,999.97, but this average monthly payout is dynamic, consistently inching upward. So what's expected next month? As new beneficiaries are added, the average benefit amount rises, potentially surpassing $2,000 for the first time in history, a momentous psychological milestone for a program that serves as a financial anchor for many aging workers. It's no longer $1,900 or even $1,800. Just 5 years ago, we discussed average benefits of around $1,500 to $2,600, and now we're approaching the $2,000 mark. Awaited reports next week suggest this figure will become a reality. This isn't extraordinary due to the amount itself. Rather, it symbolizes a new benchmark. Congress will now likely explore additional avenues to support those in need. The pivotal question remains: how much more is necessary and how can assistance be offered effectively? Speculation suggests that once this $2,000 average is reached, lawmakers will investigate support mechanisms for those receiving below this threshold. Despite pulling millions out of poverty, Social Security recipients still face challenges. How can we assist further? Stay tuned for more updates on this significant development. If you've been receiving benefits for some time and haven't reached $2,000, this figure is still crucial as lawmakers consider it strategically. As new information surfaces, I promise to bring you the latest. That's all for today, but thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next update.